What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Press a discussion about Nintendo. Of course, tonight it is just me and Zach, as we are your hosts of this here very show. We haven't done one of these here in a little bit, but it's good to be back. Good to talk about all things Nintendo. So, with that being said, grab those controllers and get ready to press A, everybody. Zach, my friend, let's just jump right into what we plan on talking about today because there's been a ton of Nintendo news here recently, and some of it has to do with tonight's topics. That first topic being thoughts about Metroid Prime 4, and of course, Kensuke Tanabe stepped down from his position of a game developer into what some think is retirement, and his wording is a little weird. So we're also going to be talking about that, as well as our top 10 Nintendo predictions of 2026, which we're still early in the year. So I think it's a good time for us to like dive into that and actually like get those out the door before we get that first Nintendo Direct that could just, throw all of our predictions out the window or could make some of them come true. So let's jump right into it. Metroid Prime 4. First, I want to know how you feel about this game overall.
Can I explain it in how my emotions went?
Yes.
So my emotions for playing this game started out at, oh my god, I can't fucking believe this is actually happening. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, that's kind of good. Oh, this is okay. Oh, what's going on? What is happening? Why is this going on? Why am I doing this? This is kind of boring. Why am I doing this? This is kind of boring. Oh my god, that was the final boss, and now it's over. And it is just a perfect bell curve of fucking like pretty exciting and then just shot right down over time. As I was like, there's got to be a thing in here that makes me go, wow, like after the first 2 hours, and that never fucking showed up. And it was just very like whelming. I think the best way to like talk about Metroid Prime 4 is if this game came out like 10 years ago, like the way that it is, nobody would be bashing on it. But because the wait was so long that we were like fucking 18 years later after Metroid Prime 3, that is like, you have such insane expectations. You really gotta make something fucking crazy. So yeah, my emotions had a lot of expectations behind them. And the opening section I thought was fucking awesome, but like as more and more of the game started to play out, the less and less I started to like really enjoy what I was doing, and everything just kind of like slowly timbered down because it's like, where's the big thing that's going to make me go, holy fuck, I can't believe that just happened. And like that never comes. And in fact, like, not to get us towards the end early, but when you start getting towards that green energy crystal collectathon, and then the boss fight is what it is, like that is just the most underwhelming way to end the whole game, in my opinion. Like that just went nowhere. Yeah, what did you feel about it? How did your expectations and like emotional journey go with this game?
Because the only Metroid Prime game that I like went back to play, and it's kind of Nintendo's fault for hyping us up the way they did, because they remastered Metroid Prime, which is the best one out of the original trilogy, and playing that in the glory that it was on the Switch and how it looked and how it felt was just, it set up expectations, I feel like, a little bit more for Metroid Prime 4. You're like,
oh yeah, it did.
Metro's able to like go back and like remaster this game in this way. And then I was excited for Metroid Prime 4 to come out. Like, it was one of my most anticipated games of 2025. And I still feel like this game was a very good game on the surface. But where it fell off for me, there was, of course, the Green Crystal Hunt, which I just felt like was way too long. And there were times where I'm like, oh man, like I got to get through this. Like, this is so boring to just, have to do this. where I feel like the game could have done a better job of telling you how many you actually do need. Where instead of, hunting a little bit, thinking you have enough, going back to the shrine, and only to find out that you are actually nowhere close to having enough. So I feel like that's something that they need to like really address, is to cut down how much green energy crystals a lot of people actually need, because attention spans are short. People will drop off pretty early at that point when they realize they don't, have enough, instead of continuously going back to do the hunts. So that part I felt was egregious. The last boss, it was a fun fight. I'll say that. The fight was a lot of fun. But everything, like with the fight and just how the game ended, leaves the biggest cliffhanger in the most kind of Batman versus Superman way, where it leaves this cliffhanger and it's not exciting whatsoever. And you're just kind of like, all right, I guess we're going to get a Metroid Prime 5 eventually.
Yeah.
Is that the direction?
Going there, yeah. And the Lumos, or whatever their names are going to be at the center of the whole thing, because the memory tree has been replanted. So that means that the next game is going to be all about memory trees or something. Like the big motif is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I totally feel that. You know what's fucking really crazy? So like, I do want to give the game props, right? Because the fucking presentation is like unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it looks so fucking good, and the art style is amazing, and you can run it at 120 FPS on the Switch, and or the Switch 2, and like putting that game on my television, full HDR 4K 60 FPS, I was like, damn, like, you squeezed that out of this. Like, this looks fucking fantastic. But like, that only really gets you so far when the gameplay loop is just like, it just doesn't work, man. The pacing is like really bad for me, and the mechanics are like, for the combat mechanics, they never leveled up over the years, where it feels like after playing Dread and seeing how just like fucking dynamic that combat is with the parry mechanic from Samus, like, you're really feeling like in Prime, like, just shooting at stuff isn't really enough anymore, and you guys need one more element in here to like really give me some diverse gameplay and some like some cool openings and opportunities to fight against enemies with, and just mashing the A button with a lock on target until that thing goes down, especially if you haven't been grinding green crystals and you just need to lay into them with your starter beam for forever to kill something. It's like not that enjoyable.
Yeah.
But like, I think that I don't know if that's like a combat flow design problem, or if that's like an enemy design problem, because there's not that many different types of enemies that you fight in this game, or at least it doesn't feel like they have that many compared to like past games. Maybe I'm looking at Metroid Prime like 1, 2, and 3 with some like rose-colored goggles of like, oh, well, all those enemy types were like brand new to me way back when.
Yeah.
But something felt like kind of off about this, where like I just felt like I wasn't in a dense world with like a variety of things trying to fuck me up. It was like robots and their various robot styles, or grievers with just a new coat of paint and like a little bit more extra missiles that it took to smack them down.
Yeah, and I think we kind of like learned about that after the game came out, because they were very open about its development and saying that they really couldn't go back and change a lot, because the game was already at a point where it was taking too long after switching from Namco Bandai to Retro, which it's, I was always saying, like, I wish we, could find out what that Metroid Prime 4 from Namco looked like. Well, this is actually it. It's just Retro was able to come in and fix all the problems that they were having with it, first off, but it's just kind of like, it just fell under the spell of long development cycle, even longer, wait time after COVID happened. Because, who knows where we would be at with, games if the pandemic never happened. Maybe we would have gotten Tears of the Kingdom 2 years earlier, or maybe we would have got Metroid Prime 5 2 years earlier. Who knows? Or Prime 4 2 years earlier. I'm already thinking ahead. But
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where I feel like this game is. I know I had actually wrote that this game is a 9 out of 10, and like thinking back on it, I'm like, no, it's really an 8 out of 10. All when it's all said and done, I don't think this game is necessarily bad. It has bad parts. It does have bad pacing at times, but when I'm like actually in the the canyons and the dungeons and shit, I'm having a really good time doing those. And like when I'm fighting bosses, I'm having a pretty fun time fighting the bosses as well. But I would like to see them kind of expand on the formula a lot more and actually do something new. Because do you recall like when you would go into morph ball mode and then go out of morph ball and how you see those glimpses of third person Samus running? I
Yeah.
kind of want them to do more with that, like make like a cover shooter almost.
See, I didn't actually. So
Yeah.
I saw them go into third person with the motorcycle, and I thought, oh, I wish they would have done that in first person. Like
Mhm.
I wanted the motorcycle to be ultra immersive and seeing fucking Samus's hands like rev up or something and rev down
Now,
in
that'd
like
be
real
cool
time
too.
and shit, and like seeing her arms in the visor and watching the dust kick up all over the place,
Yeah.
like in your face and shit. I was like, yeah, I want them to go like deeper into this. So, but yeah, man, you can really feel the development hell all over this game. Like it took this long for a reason, and it's kind of disappointing to realize in the end that like Nintendo didn't actually restart development completely,
Mhm.
because that's what their statement was, and that's what all of us were like, and that's why we were all accepting of such a long wait period, is because like, oh well, they started over. Like they really just said fuck the plate, we're gonna throw it against the wall and make a new canvas and just go from where we're at. Turns out that wasn't the case. Turns out Retroid actually never had that opportunity, and they needed to hire like a brand new team essentially to get this running, and most of the work was done through contracting. So that's a lot of like shot out and sparse development teams of people rotating in and out on a yearly basis, not actually having a cohesive vision. So it makes sense why it is the way that it is. It's just disappointing because when you wait that long. Yeah, for me, I think I gotta rate the game at like a 7. I might even go as far as to say it's like a 6, just because I see way too many like game philosophy design flaws in it to like really give it something higher than that.
Yeah.
There's just so much that I know has been done better by past entries in the series. Now, I'm not going to say it's like garbage. Like 7 or 6 out of 10 games are not bad games. People fucking really can't handle getting a B or a C when it comes to grade scales. Like, it's fun. It has its moments, but there's also a lot of it that's in there that's like, that should have been delivered in a better way from like a more high quality studio. Or this fucking asking me to spend 2 hours right before the final boss fight to collect green crystals in a desert before going on to the final dungeon, which isn't even a dungeon. It's like a series of 3 elevators. And then you got into the fucking boss fight and he comes out of nowhere, and it is fun, it is badass, the mechanics are cool, but like there's no gravitas to the story when I know Nintendo is completely capable of delivering these kinds of things. So it's like that's where my brain goes, what? Excuse me, I paid a lot of money for this, and I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth right now.
Yeah.
But that's why I told Carson, like, hey, I don't think this is a game that most gamers should play. This is a game that, like, if you are fans of Metroid, you should check it out. You're probably going to have a good time. But if you're, like, someone thinking of getting into Metroid, go play Metroid Prime 1. That game is genuinely a masterpiece and completely redefined what, like, an adventure game could be way back when. So, like, it just doesn't need to be. Like, another perfect example of that is Star Wars Outlaws. Like, I don't think Star Wars Outlaws is a game you would recommend to a random gamer. But if you like Star Wars, you probably fucking think that game is cool. But if you're just playing, like, open world video game shooters, like, dude, there's, like, GTA 5. Like, it's hard to fucking go past shit like that.
Yeah.
So you should probably just go play GTA 5 if you're just playing video games. But you know what I mean? Like, It's still a fun game. I still really liked Metroid Prime 4. I had a good time with it, but it's not a game I would recommend to just a general gaming audience. But if you love Metroid, then, like, you have to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's you for new people that do jump into this game. It's the most beatable Metroid, I would say, out of all of them.
Yeah, it's definitely the easiest. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
You could feel that kind of going into that first level, I would say, where I'm like, okay, this is actually probably going to be a cakewalk. It's going to take a little bit to kind of like get over like some of the design flaws of the game. But if you can get over that, yeah, you're in for a very easy time because I think we had talked about this a little bit, like our run time with the game. I think the game took me realistically probably like if I didn't put the controller down and kind of like just leave it on for a set amount of time at times, because there would be times where I'd be playing it throughout work and I'm like, all right, well, I gotta like actually do some work now and put the controller down. It probably would have took me about 10 hours, 10, 11 hours. And I think I clocked 15 hours.
Yeah, I've seen people online fucking get like 100% scan ratings and 100% item collection ratings with only like 13 hours under their belt. So like this game's not big when it comes to like a Metroidvania title. It's pretty small.
Yeah.
I don't think fucking 12 hours is bad. Because that's how long my gameplay playthrough was. By the time it was starting to wrap up, I was like, like I feel like I've had enough. I think I've played like a decent chunk of this. I'm not really feeling like I need to play more, but also I was getting pretty sick of the chores that the game was making me do by the end. So I was like, fucking whatever, just end.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing that I gotta talk about that was a huge point of controversy that everybody lost their fucking minds over before the game even came out is the characters and Miles McKenzie and the sergeant. Can't even remember his name. Armstrong, just because her name got yelled out so much. There was the sniper guy and the robot. I don't remember the sniper guy's name. It's like Tanabe or something, or Takuya. Yeah. I can't remember. It's a very Japanese name.
Yeah. I didn't mind the characters. I thought they were fine. And by the end of the game, they had actually grown on me a lot, which who knows what happened to them with that ending. I'm trying to avoid hardcore spoilers of it.
We should just spoil it. If you're watching this, you should have beaten the game. We should just put a big fucking, hey, spoil, because I want to talk about the ending, actually. I'm really shocked by it.
Yeah. Did they die? Who knows?
I don't know. That's pretty nuts, though. I actually can't believe that they fucking even tried to go there. I didn't think that was a thing at all.
Because they did the fake out when you're going through the mines. And then I'm like, I kind of wish, you didn't fake out like the deaths, only for them to actually die in the end. Because it seems like they probably died, if that's the case. But okay, now, going into further spoilers at this point as well, it seems to me what they're going to do with the Metroid Prime series going forward is there is going to be a fifth game. Because Kensuke Tanabe, who we don't know if he's retired yet, he did announce that this was his last game. And he said this is going to be the starting point of the Samix and Silux series, which has implications of they at least want to get one more of these out the door, if not two more. Which makes me hopeful that they're going to, hear all of this criticism, go back to the drawing board on what they've been doing with Prime 5 and say, okay, if we're going to cut down, dev time and not have as long as the dev cycle as Prime 4 did and not go through this hell, we can have a more focused game at this point. Let's, cook something really special and tell a deeper story about what happens to these characters. Because the world wants to know, did they fucking die? Who knows? I don't. Yeah. I feel like they, that is a reasonable death for them to go out that way, especially when she hangs his necklace on the memory tree. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. It gets me pumped. There's a really, really fucking good setup for story opportunities in the next game because this is a fucking Metroidvania game. You don't have to show me that they died. You can make me read logs and find really dope, like, fucking environmental storytelling about, like, the last swings of some of these people's fights before they like actually perished somewhere. And the whole time I'll be reading and scanning things and be like, oh fuck, he like killed this pirate. Oh fuck, he got into like a big fight here. Oh shit, that's a big pile of blood on the ground. Like, make me get detective-y over this stuff. And I'll be like walking up to that final room of like, oh man, that door is blown wide the fuck open. And then you scan it and you're like, oh, that was his grenades that did this. And then you get inside and it's like, is he alive? Is he dead? Is he alive? Is he dead? And then you like fucking see it and then you get to scan his body. And you're like, oh shit, bro did not fucking make it. You get to like read about what happened to these people. Because it's Metroid. So like we get to go find what happened to these characters in the next game. And I hope that that's like where they take it, of like really going there. Because like one of the things that also bugged me, not to go super far into the fucking deal with it, as much as I love the like aesthetics of the cutscenes and how just like technically proficient they all were for like what the hardware they're on, like once again, like goddamn, they looked amazing.
Those cutscenes were beautiful.
Yeah, like gorgeous, and like running natively on the Switch 2 and the Switch 1. And I'm like, damn, man, Retro really is like just a genius group of artists, like in technical engineers. Like they really know what the hell they're doing. I'm sad that I didn't experience a lot of those cutscenes through the visors of Samus's like suit, because that is a huge part of Metroid Prime 1, Metroid Prime 2, and even a good chunk of Metroid Prime 3. Where there's all kinds of situations that are going down, and like I'm in her shoes while those story beats are happening, and it makes everything going on like that much more, oh fuck, like I'm in this. And like in this game you get to watch them in these big third-person cinematic scenes, which is like, that's cool, like that's fine, but like that's not what Metroid is to me. Metroid is like getting behind the visor and like being immersed in the world, and like high class storytelling done, but just by like giving me little bits of information. And I gotta go, like he was over here for a little bit, and then I read another log in this room and he was doing this thing, and like, oh fuck, that's what happened to all of them. And like getting to have my intelligence a little bit tested by piecing the story together myself is like a big part of Metroid. And this one just kind of like tells everything to you for the most part. Like there's no subtlety about the stories and like the things that you're learning. It just all kind of like happens.
Yeah, I think what they were trying to do was recreate that feeling that we were getting from Metroid Dread, because those cutscenes in Prime 4, I'm watching them and I'm like, man, like the fucking Metroid franchise, the last two new entries that we've gotten, Prime 4 and Dread, have some of the most gorgeous cutscenes I've seen on a Switch game, like ever.
Oh yeah.
So it really felt like they were trying to just kind of like mimic that, which is, it'd be awesome if we could have experienced that from the visor. I agree with you. They honestly, what would get me to go back in is if they patch not only the green crystal segment out, added content like that where we could go and relive that experience from the visor, and then cut down on some of the open zone bullshit that we had to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can see what they're going for. They're trying to make shrines out of Breath of the Wild from way back when, but it just doesn't, like, the variety doesn't fit, and they're very, very short, and they're not that challenging of puzzles. They just kind of feel like busy work after a certain moment. Like, when I found the first one and I got my first beam, I was like, oh, okay, this is sick. Like, what else am I going to get into? And then, like, it turns out, like, only a couple of them are really fun, and the other ones are like, oh, I just pull this up and jump and pull this up and jump and pull this up and jump, and it's over. Like, that was my whole test. Yeah. And then that's it. Yeah.
I really hope that they look at games in kind of like this, that use this type of formula, like third-person adventure, kind of like Indiana Jones, because people, like, love Indiana Jones. And that is this, you know, a first-person adventure game that does puzzles correctly, from everything that Carson talked about, not only him, but other people as well, that really enjoyed that game. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel like Retro does have something here. They're just a few years late.
Yeah.
Like you said, this game should have came out probably in 2018, if we're being honest with you, with each other.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those expectations have killed Metroid Prime 4. Because, like, the genre has clearly moved pretty far since then. Like, we've got games like Elden Ring isn't exactly a Metroidvania series, but Dark Souls has a very, like, Metroidvania-like structure to it initially. And then we've got games like fucking Jedi Survivor, which is, like, very in vein with Metroidvania open world gameplay.
Yeah.
And Silk Song has done all kinds of crazy shit. Dread fucking pushed the series forward.
Hell, even
in
Arkham
all kinds
Asylum.
of ways. Yeah, Arkham Asylum, those fucking days. So it's like, yeah, man, we've got a whole, like, industry, a whole genre that has advanced, like, very far since then.
Mm-hmm.
And Metroid Prime 4 would have been really fucking dope on the Wii U. Like, it would have been a cool fucking game for the Wii U. But we've had a lot happen, and a lot of people get their hands in this genre and learn how to make stuff with it and do things better than Metroid did, because Metroid's been out of the game for so long.
Yeah.
But, like, if Nintendo comes back and they're like, hey, we're going to do it right, we're going to get Metroid Prime 4 up and running, we're going to fucking, like, design the game from the ground up as if it was a, like, 2027 title, I am super here to see it. It sounds like after everything that's happened, Retro Studios is at capacity now to develop Metroid Prime games the way that they should, even if a lot of those, like, original talent is kind of gone. But I know the way that Nintendo likes to kind of harbor, they are one of the game companies that really does, like, look at themselves and go, like, okay, we did this, how do we get better and how do we innovate? And that's why they've had so much skin in the game for so long, is they have a genuine mentality for, like, not just giving people the same thing over and over. They know newness is required, and they're willing to take a lot of risk on some of those things. So
Yeah.
I think we'll get Metroid Prime 4. I think it'll be dope. And I do think this could be what a lot of people are trying to compare it to, which is the Skyward Sword to Breath of the Wild moment, where they fucking looked at it and they went, damn, like, we made something good, but clearly it's, like, behind the times, and it's time for Zelda to catch up. And they did. They totally fucking knocked it out.
I mean, I love Skyward Sword. I think Skyward Sword is honestly one of the... It's not the best it's definitely not the best 3D Zelda game.
No.
But its story is so beautiful. What it does in story is what Metroid Prime should do in story at this point. Because, man, the dynamic between Link, Zelda, and Impa, and then how Grush just had this amazing character development throughout that entire game. Because at first,
Grush is the best. Dude. I love his fucking story arc so much.
he was a piece of shit in the beginning, and then just throughout the entire game, he progressively gets better and better. By the end of it, he's like, "No, Link, I'm, like, actually helping you."
Him, dude.
Man, it was so good.
Cheering him on so hard. Yeah, I think Skyward Sword fucking rocks. I understand why people are pissed at it initially, though, because those motion controls were not good. I think they were fun, but the amount of times that they would break on you was pretty annoying. But get yourself the fucking Switch version and play with the sticks, and that game plays great. It's designed very well. All of the issues are gone at that point. And if you want to give the fucking motion controls a shot, you still have Joy-Cons. You can pop them out and give it a go. But otherwise, like, remove the motion control bullshit. I think that game is pretty great. It's a very fun fucking time. The story is beautiful. It's wacky, goofy as fucking. Grush is the ultimate character. He's so good, dude.
And it's beautiful on an OLED screen.
Yeah, that art style really holds up, because they just went for this crazy, like, fucking cell-shaded watercolor painting aesthetic, and so everything looks so damn nice.
Yep. Like, that, I mean... I guess we'll kind of shift gears from Metroid Prime 4, unless you got anything else you want to say about it.
Yeah, the last thing that I want to say is I don't think the characters are bad in Metroid Prime 4. I think they are kind of, like, tone deaf. And Samus initially not doing, like, any dialogue at all to Miles, I actually thought was fucking brilliant. Yeah. But I think she should have said stuff to other characters. Like, kind of being annoyed with Miles and just never fucking saying anything would have actually been really good. But she's just mute the entire game, and there are a lot of moments of dialogue that are delivered that feel very fucking lifeless and really out of touch because Samus doesn't even acknowledge the other people. Like, just saying like anything would have made this scene play out better, but they just kept her mute the entire time. And like, I get it, like, make her a woman of few words. She's like this very strong silent type. That's okay, and that's kind of the Samus that we've all known and loved. But some level of human interaction has to happen or those scenes don't work. And I just don't think they fit because, yeah, Metroid's like gritty, destroyed ancient civilization aesthetic from the past couple of games is like kind of washed over in this one. But it just doesn't feel right to have these kinds of characters standing next to Samus and she just doesn't do anything. Yeah. Like, I really wish that they made her say at least one thing to like some of these people, because her silence to Miles would have been just that much funnier, or like it would have actually hit really good of like, oh, she thinks this guy's fucking annoying and so do we, so the audience would connect with that like major. But that doesn't happen, so you never get that moment, and it just feels weird like the entire time. But I don't think the characters are like, they would work somewhere else. They just don't work here, and because Samus doesn't do anything is like a big reason behind that. So that's like the last thing I got to say about it. I think people were kind of blowing them out of proportion, but not for the reason that they really should be upset with these characters in this game, just because people are sick of Marvel like style writing where emotions don't sit or land and nobody takes anything seriously. That doesn't really happen for the most part. Miles is kind of goofy, but those moments don't really come. It's just fucking like weakly strung together, and I don't think they thought far enough ahead to see that how funny it would have been for Samus just to like not like this guy.
Yeah, and the thing that I kind of like feel this isn't like an excuse for the game or anything. I feel like they went that direction because of the reception of Other M. Because
yeah, probably. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
She talked too much in that game, and they probably just didn't realize what's the fine line between, not talking and too much talking. So we're just gonna go with not talking. But I agree. Yeah. I feel like she should have said a few things and had some dialogue with some of these characters, and hopefully that's addressed as well. I feel like it's time. In all honesty, this is a hot take for a number of Nintendo games. The days of the silent protagonist need to end. I feel like Link should get a voice. I feel like Samus needs to have her voice back. I'm not saying these characters just need to be an open book and say everything ever, but they got to say something. Apparently, Link talks a lot. Like, that's something that Miyamoto and Aonuma have said multiple times, is that Link likes to talk. We just don't hear him fucking talk. So I feel he can say some words in the next game. I feel Samus also should say some words in the next game. And honestly, like, if Pokemon fucking Gen 10 does not have voice acting, I'm going to go drop kick something. I don't know what yet, but something's gonna get drop kicked. It might be a shelf at your local Target or some shit. But oh my gosh, Mario can stay Mario. Like, just saying the things that he says is perfectly
Mario's
fine.
Goofy as fuck. Yeah, the way that he's always had it, I've never felt like we need to go anywhere else. Yeah,
exactly. But like, there's games in Nintendo's catalog that do voice acting very well, like the Xenoblade series, like the Fire Emblem series. It's time. Everybody else needs a voice. No more silent protagonists, please.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially when you look at where the fucking AAA RPGs are at in other sides of the industry. It's like doing 100% text-based dialogue at a game with your budget doesn't really make sense anymore.
Yep.
I mean, you can keep them silent if you only do text-based dialogue, but like, the industry hasn't moved that way. We're giving voices to everybody, and everyone can be heard.
I'm going to push back on that a little bit.
It doesn't work.
Because all the HD 2D games are voice acted now.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. That's nuts.
That like even in the fucking Final Fantasy Tactics remaster that just came out, all of it's voice acted.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty crazy.
And
So
it's
yeah, the industry has moved away. I had no idea that they went that far with those games to give everybody a voice. I mean, I get it. That's pretty cool of them to actually pull that off. But yeah, so I guess the only way it would be excusable is still, I think if they just did no, it's either like everybody speaks or like nobody speaks kind of thing. Like if you're gonna give people voices in between these cutscenes and all this stuff, and like these characters still don't say anything, that doesn't make any sense. But if it's all text box chat, then you can kind of get away with the silent protagonist and getting into the character's mentality better. But yeah, if you just got to get there. I still am nervous to like give Link a voice because I've only ever heard him with fucking grunts and screaming, and there's a movie coming out and he's got to talk and we know what the actor looks like. So I bet you somebody's hunted down what that guy sounds like. But yeah, that's like connecting two wires in my brain that have like never touched, and I don't know what's gonna happen when they finally meet in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. It's got to happen one of these days, though. Like,
yeah, it will. It probably will. I mean, it will because of the movie at the very least. But fuck, man.
And after the movie, and everybody's gonna kind of go in the route of, well, can he say some words in the next game?
Yeah, it will go that way.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to our next topic. Let's talk a little bit about Nintendo in 2026 and fire off our predictions. 10 predictions that we have for Nintendo in 2026.
You got a first one that you want to hit off?
I will go first. My first prediction is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave will release in July.
Not a bad one. I can see it coming along. That would make sense for a good summer game.
It's like the perfect summer game. Like it's right before school, comes back in August, late August, September. People got enough time to like really push through it. Because you don't release that type of game during the school season when nobody can like devote time to it. You release that game early July, let people have a good month and a half with it, get through it, and then come out with some DLC right as the holiday break is about to start.
Not bad. All right, you want to hear my first one?
Hit me.
So I don't actually have 10, but I'm going to do my best to get 10. But this is the one that I have, I think, the most confidence in right off the bat. Fucking Mario will be teased either this upcoming February or full-blown announced by summer, and will release this November for the next 3D Mario game.
Oh man, that's a good one.
I'm calling out the fucking strategy of the year.
Oh man, should I like go with my my Mario prediction next?
Yeah, hit me with it. I want to see what you think.
So I have Mario being announced in the September Direct, coming out in spring of 2027.
Oh, you're a little bit farther out there. That's crazy.
Yeah. I have different predictions for holiday of this year.
All right, so what's your big holiday prediction? What do you think that's going to go down for?
So my big holiday prediction is actually The Legend of Zelda, developed by Monolith Soft, comes out that first week of December. That's my prediction.
That is fucking crazy. And so you think that's the Ocarina of Time remake like we talked about last time?
I'm 50-50 between new work or Ocarina of Time remake. It's just the fucking code name just has my brain going 360 right now. It being code named Legacy.
What does legacy mean?
Yeah, that fits Zelda so perfectly.
It does. Yeah, considering the time element has been such a fucking major part of the series this entire time, naming something Legacy is like damn straight. especially for like fucking. What if it turns out that it's not an Ocarina of Time remake, but it's a Link to the Past from the ground up reboot remake kind of thing?
That would be
and they're
insane.
Going farther back.
That would be actually insane.
Yeah, bring back the Dark World, split between 2 locations, and then full blown 3D. I mean, that kind of could fit. Now that I think about it, because the way that game was designed forever ago was like, I don't want to say it was like one of the first open world RPGs, because it's definitely not, but like that was the establishment of the OG Zelda formula, and like really gave the open world of Zelda a like feel, I guess. Like, I don't know, it was like the most realized version of what Zelda's art had been trying to like point at, and that's kind of why people are so obsessed with that dark fantasy aesthetic when it comes to Zelda's like fucking Link to the Past, like kind of pointing at it just so subtly.
Yeah, part of me, honestly, I like your Link to the Past guess. Part of me thinks that when this thing gets announced, we get the title screen for it, and of course it shows, Monolith Soft is developing. Everybody goes fucking nuts. And then when the title screen hits, it just says The Legend of Zelda. Like, it's just a remake of the very first Legend of Zelda game.
Reboot. Oh, yeah. That would be pretty wild, considering that's what Breath of the Wild was supposed to be. How many times can you say wild in one sentence?
But also, because of that, I think the design work still looks kind of like that Link. I think the blue tunic is gone at that point, but I think it looks very similar to Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah, I'd be down with that, as long as they get rid of the blue tunic and they go farther back and give him the cap again. I don't feel like the fucking green cap in that version of Link has to be in the past. I feel like blue tunic Link is like, I don't know, it's like the Breath of the Wild thing, right? Like, but we can still go back and have the traditional garb. Like, it doesn't need to go in that direction for forever. Give him his fucking hat back. Dude's cold.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the hat is a maybe at this point. Like,
yeah, it really doesn't feel like it's gonna stay.
Yeah. So, because we've already gotten that picture of Link from the movie, and he doesn't have the fucking hat in the picture.
That's right. Yep, no hat.
So I'm like, does he have the hat? Does he not have the hat? Who knows? It's kind of like, did they die in Metroid Prime 4? Who knows?
Yeah, we're all just big question mark. I mean, at least they're willing to acknowledge it or something. Like, because Tears of the Kingdom and fucking Breath of the Wild have like some awesome fucking Easter eggs hiding around that world that actually like acknowledge past Zelda games. Like, we are far beyond the days of like fucking Majora's Mask came out 2 years ago, Wind Waker is out, and Twilight Princess are out, and like none of the games are referencing each other at all.
Yeah.
Like, we are past that point of like, no, we talk about our past experiences and we celebrate the things that we used to do. Like, I don't remember when those levels of Easter eggs started. Was it the fucking Skyward Sword Easter egg in Ocarina of Time 3D, or was it the Majora's Mask in A Link Between Two Worlds? Which one of those came first?
I
don't remember which one it is. It's technically Ocarina of Time, right?
Yeah.
It would have to be that one, because that was 2011, and then Link Between Two Worlds is 2013.
Yep, and now when they have the Majora's Mask like in there,
that,
like, I still feel like that game needs to get ported over at some point, because
fucking hell yes it does, dude. I love that game. Oh my god, I think when it comes to like fucking Zelda games that I've replayed, it's like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and A Link Between Two Worlds. Like, holy shit, dude, I fucking love that game.
Here's my like vision of what I want to happen. This isn't a prediction, this is just like what I want to happen. And of course, like, I think the ultimate like thing for them to do is just bring over Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD. But if they like are not going to do that, at least just put Twilight Princess on NSO, and then, HDify Link Between Two Worlds and bring that over. Like, you could almost sell that as a new game to people, which they will probably charge $60
Oh, dude, I
for.
totally fucking would. Yeah, even if it was like a Donkey Kong Country Returns HD treatment, I would be like, I gotta get this now. Like, there's no fucking... I pre-order that game like instantly, because like, oh, dude, like that's the that's the beginning of the Zelda nonlinear curve, and fuck, did they nail the design work with that one. Being able to do any temple out of order after you finish the first 3, which is like the first act of the game, is so good. Because it just throws you into so many different fucking situations of like, oh, I should have bought this playthrough. I should have bought this playthrough. I should have saved up my money this way. Should have done it this way. It's just like, yeah, that game has like a decent amount of infinite replayability after that. It's so good.
Oh man, yeah. I want it to happen. I don't know if, who knows? Maybe one day. Like it's one of those things where we could get it, we could not get it. But
well, we don't know what the fuck Grezzo is up to lately, right? Because they've been pretty silent for a while, and they've been in charge of the 2D Zelda stuff for a minute.
I mean, they did just put out.
Or did they do the Echoes of Woods? Ah, yeah, that's right. Never mind. Yeah. That game is like weirdly not in my brain.
Yeah,
and I just beat it like a couple months ago too. Like not even that long.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I really enjoyed that game, but yeah, I don't think about it that much, and I should think about it because it's a really good game.
Yeah, it's solid. But the point that I was gonna make is that in a world where for some fucking reason Nintendo will remaster and HDify fucking Luigi's Mansion 2 of all other things, I think we can get a Link Between Two Worlds like HDified game. I think that can happen.
Amen to that. And I mean, it seems like they did that Luigi's Mansion remaster for future purposes because they wanted to say, oh look, all 3 Luigi's Mansions games are on the Switch too.
Yeah, whatever. It's just such a weird choice.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. All right, what's your number 2?
The number 2 prediction. What do we think's gonna happen? I mean, I feel like this isn't even like a good prediction because it's like all but confirmed at this point, right? Mario Kart World will get like DLC this year. I think. I mean, my prediction is going to be that it'll get like a DLC like pack announcement, and we'll get like 2 or 3 drops at the course of this year.
Yeah, that's a good number 2 prediction because that's also on my list as well. That they're going to get DLC at some point. I think we'll probably get the first DLC announcement next month.
Yeah, for sure. If it's not in the February Direct, I'm gonna be so shocked. Like they really, really fucking pushed that down the line. I don't know if that's because they think it genuinely needs more work, or if they are like, what's holding them back? I don't get it at this point.
It could be one of those just like slow burn things. Like they want to get all the like free updates out of the way, so that way they build up enough good faith with all the free like shit that they've been adding. Because they just added a team mode to Knockout Tour, which is pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, we gotta play that sometime. Like that team mode seems like it's a lot of fun. But people are turning around on the game because everybody didn't like it, and now people are like, oh, they're adding cool free content to it. Like maybe this game actually isn't that bad.
Well, there's also the influx of people who like weren't first adopters who were like actually getting to play the game for themselves for the first time. I know you're not on fucking Twitter, but dude, my fucking Twitter threads of like For You pages for Mario Kart World was like, y'all told me this game was ass. I'm having a blast right now. What the fuck is wrong with all of you people? Like this game is sick as fuck. And then all these like threads started getting posted of like people who say Mario Kart World fucking sucks, and they're just like driving and taking simple turns and not drifting around anything and getting hit by an item and throwing an item. And then the other thing is like people who think that fucking Mario Kart World is the shit, and they're just like doing backflips and wall runs and chaining together jumps and combos and flying through everything, and they're like, this game's fucking deep as hell. So like, yeah, I think people just finally got past the point of getting annoyed with the like hate grifting of Nintendo and actually tried it for themselves, and they're like, oh fuck, game's actually cool. And they did put a lot of free shit into it and like fix up some stuff, but I genuinely think there's an audience that like finally showed up and they were like, all right, y'all being fucking assholes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's kind of like pumpkin pie for me, because I used to, just kind of live on this island that pumpkin pie was bad because I never had it. And my grandma was like, have you tried it before? And I'm like, well, no, it's pumpkin and pie. I only mildly like pie, and I really don't like pumpkins. And she's like, just try it. So I tried it, and like, she's looking at me, and I'm like, this is the greatest fucking thing I've had in a very long time. And I'm like, well, fuck. So I look like an idiot. And now I'm forever a pumpkin pier. So
yeah, same.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Where are we at? You're at number 3, right?
Yeah, this would be number 3. Although I said my number 2, and then you said that your Mario Kart, you had a Mario Kart one as well. So you might as well go next and hit us with the next one.
So my next one is there will not be a price increase for the Switch 2 this year.
That's a fucking crazy prediction because everybody is saying that that's probably going to happen. Although I can see it not happening. I can see it going both fucking ways because Nintendo is like, I think they're pretty aware that they are like pissing off their fans a little bit and they're shelving people out because look at the holiday sales, right? Like console sales across the entire games industry, not just Nintendo, did very, very poorly in this past year. And that's because, well, shit's tight. It's fucking expensive out here. It's not easy. Not everybody gets a high paying job and like does decently because of it. So it's all down. And so like they can't really afford to fucking kick that up unless they want less and less people to be purchasing their shit. So yeah, I can see a world where they don't because they just got reamed in the past fucking couple of months.
Yeah. I think from like a business standpoint, one, like you just got to eat it. You're in the adoption phase of like new, customers, people that you want to migrate over from Switch to Switch 2. You got to, one, eat the costs and store some goodwill in the customer base. 2, you got to get enough people for all of your big games that you got coming out to not only play those games, but also spread that word of mouth. If you only have 5 million people play the next Pokemon game, that's not good for, one, Pokemon company, 2, for your bottom line, because we know Pokemon consistently will sell 30 million copies day one if they can. And if you just don't have that base lined up for it, it's not a good look. So I feel like we're not going to get a price increase this year. I honestly, if there is a price increase coming, I don't think they do a price increase until they go into year 3. Which wouldn't be until June of 2027.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see it going that way. Yeah, I do totally agree with like this is not Nintendo's MO to subsidize their console so that their software can be the real moneymaker, but like this is the year that the console sellers start rolling out if you didn't have one in your first like quarter. Fucking Mario Kart World is a game that will sell really, really fucking well over the lifetime of all of the Switch 2 for all 7 or 8 years that it's out. That's why they made it their big gangbuster like sale game. Very fucking second it was like breathing, they like showed up with that stuff. But this is the year that most of the time those games start going like, damn, can you believe that's what the new Mario World looks like, or that's what the new Zelda's gonna look like? Like that's where this shit rolls in. Even Pokemon hitting its 10th generation, that's a console seller. So like this is the time for all of that stuff to show up, and you are gonna make a lot of money off of those titles this year. So yeah, I totally get it. They kind of do need to eat that cost a little bit and try to get it back into there. But here's the worst part of my little add-on to your prediction, because my brain is starting to spin. If they don't fucking increase the price of the Switch 2, do you know what they will increase the price of? Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Oh, I got a feeling. I'm gonna let you say it, but I got a feeling that it has to do with a certain online component.
No, they're just gonna increase the price of the games.
Oh shit. Okay.
They're just gonna start hitting $80. They're gonna start hitting $90. They're gonna fucking raise those prices of them games. I don't actually think they would increase the price of Nintendo Online. Maybe the expansion pass they would, because you actually do get some pretty fucking insane value for that expansion pass. But the base Nintendo Switch Online thing is like, I think that's pretty fair. And if you did mess with that, that would suck. But the other one, like there's a ridiculous number of free DLC on that thing at this point. Like, it's insane how much you can get for just a little bit more cash.
Yeah.
But the games, I think, because if GTA 5 comes out end of this year, beginning of next year, we are going to, or not GTA 5, sorry, GTA 6. If GTA 6 really does release, we're going to be seeing some fucking crazy shit go on with like Rockstar teasing those waters on pricing. And I think Nintendo already pushing the envelope into $80 on Mario Kart World doesn't really make it seem that bad if they were going to go, all right, next 3D Mario, $80. Next mainline Zelda, $80. Like I can really see that going down.
Yeah, I mean, I think those games are $80 in general, to be completely honest with you. I think by the time we get
honestly,
there,
they probably should have been a long time ago, but we're all getting sticker shock from everything. So it just feels bad no matter what. Like I think I've made this argument in the past. Like, you could have made like Skyrim like fucking $100 and it would have been kind of fair. But we have been so conditioned to $60 being that's what this price is, that's what fair looks like. It's very hard to judge that level of content as that level of value when games are an evergreen product. Like, that content, if not fucking incorporated into live service bullshit, we are in a new era. But a long time ago, if you slap down $70, you slap down $60 for that video game, you had that disc in your hand. That's hundreds of hours, thousands of hours of gameplay. Nobody's ever going to tell you to stop. You paid your one ticket and you went to the amusement park for 5 months. And like, that doesn't happen in any other medium.
yeah.
So maybe it costing a little bit more to have an unlimited experience should probably be a little bit more expensive. But people don't want to talk about that because we standardized the fuck out of $60. And now everyone's got sticker shock. Nobody wants to fucking go any higher than that shit. And I don't blame you.
Yeah.
If you were paying $60 to do this one thing your entire life, why the hell would you ever want to pay any more than that? But at the same time, like, dude, the unlimited value that you're receiving for most of these things is like, you probably shouldn't just be paying this much money. Like, people should kind of wise up and start like offering like, hey man, like, you could literally play this game for like 10 years and have an enjoyable time, and you paid one price for this that was this much money. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little off balance when you think about the time investment on both ends. So,
which makes it a super deal when you get AAA games for $10.
Yeah, it does. So it's like, damn man, you really are getting away with highway robbery. Like, what if I gave you like fucking, like, we're not at that point yet, but like one day, like, VR is going to be really fucking good. And well, like, what if I said to you that you could pay me $60 because it's fucking 80% off and you can live an entire man's life for $60? Like, you want to put a price tag on virtual experience for that much money? Like, this is magic, dude. This is fucking magic. And you want to do what? So that's a complete side rant. I've been thinking about that one for a long time, but like, the content ratio to price is like fucking out of whack, but it's really, really in the favor of the consumer. And why the hell would you ever want those scales to tip? But even then, like, you have to admit that like, they could go a little bit farther in another direction and it would feel a bit more fair. But at the same time, like, the way these companies spend their money is what makes that fucking argument go out the window anyways, because it's not like the majority of devs are getting paid. It's just like 3 people are making all the cash, and then a shitload of investors that had nothing to do with the art process at all.
Yeah.
So like, maybe it doesn't really deserve to be fucking $100.
I would feel better about, you know, where the money's, because it's kind of like taxes. Well, you telling me I got to pay all this money for taxes, and my taxes are actually doing the things that you said they would do. So
Yeah,
now I'm kind of like,
yeah.
I feel fucked over in that sense. So yeah,
100%, dude. I completely agree about that. 100%. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind paying fucking more tax if I knew that actually fucking helped people I cared about, but
uh-huh,
it doesn't. So, like, why the hell should I ever give you more money to waste it on shit? Same situation here. Like, I don't mind paying more for my games if the games are deserving of it and the value is there. But, like, I know it's not going to go to the devs in this way. Like, if devs were like paid royalties the same way that like other people in the film industry were paid royalties or people in the music industry were paid royalties, like you would feel so much better about this stuff, because like a game that I bought on Steam that released like 15 fucking years ago would still pay for some guy who like worked on it because he got part of the deal for getting to be in the development. But it doesn't. Like, for some reason, video games do not do royalty deals when they really, really should, and everyone should get a cut of the success, but they don't. So like, I know that it's not going to good places. I know it's just going into the pocket of a mega bank and some guy who's going to spend it on his next dumb AI investment.
yep,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and you're telling me like a game like GTA like 5, which came out in 2013, is still in the top 20 charts for the month of December. It's still selling, really well. And the people that who might have worked on that game who are now, doing other things can, still get some money from
Yeah.
this, awesome experience that they've created that has lived on for almost 20 years at this point. So
Yeah. But no. They bonused back in fucking like 2010. And like, that's the most amount of money they're getting out of this thing. Like, they hit their sales mark. We bonused them. It's over. They do not get any of the benefits of the success after that point. And like, that's kind of bullshit. You really should be doing royalty deals for these game devs. Someone's got to fucking start that ball rolling, because that's really the place that this industry needs to be.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, that's a Monday Night Mayhem topic.
Yeah, it is. Maybe we should fucking bring that one up. I don't know why I had to rant about that now, but yeah.
Yeah, we got to get some input on that. All right, go ahead and hit us with your number 4.
Yeah, my number 4 prediction is that Donkey Kong will get a DLC update that gives him one hat for $2.99.
For Mario Kart or for DK Bonanza?
DK Bonanza.
One hat for $2.99. All right, that's a wild one. But you know what? Like, I wouldn't put it past them. We just got that roguelike Mario Kart, Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC, and that was $20. So, cosmetics.
Yeah,
I could see
I gotta get on that, dude. That game fucking rocks. That game is amazing.
It's a great time. I'm happy. I love that game. I still think it's my number 1 game from last year. So yes, you do need to play it.
Yeah, I'm getting through it. I think I just got to the 4th world, so I'm playing through it. The second I finished playing Metroid Prime 4, I booted into Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it's been a very night and day difference in the pacing. Every time I turn on that game, I'm like, holy shit, I can do what now? And like, I just get all excited all over again.
Yeah, we'll have to revisit that conversation when you actually beat it, because hopefully you have the same holy shit, this just happened in this video game that I did.
I think I will. I mean, I've already had the last world spoiled for me. I don't know how it goes down. I know what it's a prequel to, and I know what you do at the very end of the game, but I only saw like a screenshot of it, so I don't actually know like how that incorporates into gameplay. So that's the most I'll say, because I don't want to spoil anything else more for me. But I do know those like context clues about what the situation is. Whether or not something gameplay wise comes after that, I don't know, and so I gotta rush myself to the finish line so I can fucking see what happens.
Yeah, it's a doozy, I'll say that. All right, am I on number 6?
Yeah, I think so.
Number 6, there will be a new NSO game every month this year.
Yeah, I can see that. It's really weird when they don't release NSO games consistently, you know what I mean? Because that catalog is massive. Like, why would you not just start rolling stuff out?
I think somebody just in the office forgets to press the button, and then they're like, well,
Oh, fuck, it's February. I didn't put Metroid Fusion on the store lately. Oh, damn.
right, the person gets sick, and then nobody else works in that bubble or cubicle. So nobody can go and activate the shit, and everybody else has just forgotten about it at that point. They've been on it lately, though. We've gotten, if not one game, at least like 2 games from each different catalog, it seems like, since the Switch 2 is launched. Because there's already like 9 GameCube games in there, which some variety.
Yeah, and they haven't done a good job advertising that. I actually had no idea that there were 9 titles in there now.
Yeah, because Fire Emblem Path of Radiance just got added. Which, damn good Fire Emblem game if you've never played it. Are you checking it out now?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the list of what GameCube games have hit the library so far. Oh, I heard about Mario Strikers. I had no idea that fucking Chibi Robo had made it onto here. Oh, that's shit. Right. Mara World was the other one that just showed up. That's right. All right. Well, that's fucking cool. I had no idea that Chibi Robo was on here or Waro World. Too many W's. Those are both fun as fuck games that I got to go try out.
Yeah, Warrior World was a good time.
Yeah. So, all right. So my number 6 prediction is Pokemon Gen 10 will be multi-region.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, we're gonna do. They'll do a brand new one, and then my hope is that they'll do another one alongside it, like the olden days, or because it is the 10th one, they're gonna shake up the formula super hard, and we'll get 3 regions.
Oh, that'd be fucking sick.
I know. That would blow my mind. That would bring me back as a fan for sure. I would get super curious if they announced something like that.
Have you paid attention to the leaks?
No. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, don't go look at the leaks. Because I'll just say this, you might be cooking with fire. Something nice.
I'm starting to strike the iron while it's hot and get some ideas.
Yeah. I've looked at the upgraded battle system that Gen 10 is going to go with. It's looking pretty nice. I'll just say that. If somebody from Nintendo ever watches this, please do not send me a cease and desist. I am not the leaker. I just watched, the videos.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard part. When the leaks are good, it's really fucking hard not to get curious. You know what I mean?
Yep. So we'll find out actually about that within a month, Pokemon Day.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to like Pokemon again. I want to not be bored. I was listening to some like chill Pokemon like during work playlists, and I was like, man, I used to fucking love this series, but like I just got so out of it, and I really want to come back. Like I want a resurgence in Pokemon. I want it to matter to like me again and to like my friends, and like it didn't keep up in the ways that like I care about as a gamer. So I'm looking for that moment, man. I'm looking for them to show up. I want them to have a spotlight again.
I love Arceus and ZA. There's moments in Scarlet and Violet that I really enjoy. But I'm with you again. I want Pokemon to be that series that just comes out and they show the next game and it really blows people's mind. And, they go, this is why I'm a fan of Pokemon. This is why I am coming back to Pokemon. Because this is going to be something special. And I feel like Generation 10, 30 years in the game at this point, you got to do something. You can't, we can't have this nonsense every time a new Pokemon game comes out where people just look at it and go, it looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
But under the surface, it's a really fun time.
Yeah. Well, it's heartbreaking because we know they could do better. You know what I mean? It's not like they're fucking like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're holding back, man. Like they could be so much fucking better than this. And everybody knows that they could be. We've all sit here and dreamed of these fucking like open world magnum opus Pokemon games since we were like kids. Like just playing the GBA games forever ago. Like that was my entry. People had the fucking Game Boy Color and just the original Game Boy coming up into Pokemon, and like we all knew that this shit could be insane someday. Like literally just living in the world of fucking Pokemon would be fun as fuck and fulfill so many childhood fantasies for me. And like the tech is here to pull that off in some pretty insane fidelity, and they just like don't do it.
Did you watch?
We all know what you're capable of. You just don't do it.
Did you watch the Xbox Developer Direct today?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
the game. Yeah, dude, it's like fucking see. So like you could, you won't, but you could, and like it's not like the biggest question I have after seeing that is like, okay, so who is making the decision to not do this kind of shit? Because like clearly they're very capable of doing these things. Like it's not like a talent issue at all. It's like clearly a management issue. So what fucking guy is at that company and not letting them have the creative freedom to just fucking go crazy with this stuff? Like who's making that call? Because like that call's not working out for them, and someone's got to go like, all right, so these guys are very talented, we should sick them on some pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah,
like who's doing that?
I almost wonder if it like you said, management issue. I almost wonder if it's a hardware issue as well. Like if what they've just been handed the last few generations just wasn't up to par with what they could potentially do. But now that they have more powerful hardware in the Switch 2, maybe we will get something exciting and special.
Yeah, I can understand that argument to a certain degree, but I think because of how people were comparing Breath of the Wild and just like fucking Metroid Prime Remastered during those time periods, like they have the resources to call up Nintendo and be like, how do we get a little bit more out of this, or how do we stylize this game to work here? Because that partnership has been like this like the entire time. So like why did they not lean on them in that way? But yeah, the Switch one is horrendously underpowered. That's also true. But they have people who are incredibly talented that they are partnered with that could have showed up and been like, all right, you want this result? We can get more out of this. And they could have totally done it. They just didn't do it. That's the thing that's blowing my mind is they could have done it the whole time, but they just never decided to do it.
I almost think Nintendo outsources to Namco Bandai a lot.
They do, yeah. And they bought that division because they do it so much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it seems like they might have bought the Xenosaga IP in that acquisition as well, which will be fucking awesome if they were able to just give full right to that. But I almost feel like them leaning on Namco, because Ilka, I want to say, it also has a tight partnership with Namco Bandai, and I think people from Namco Bandai are on Ilka now, and I almost feel like maybe that Namco Bandai partnership should increase a little bit more for some game development. So yeah, I don't know, like we just gotta wait and see. February 27th is right around the corner. We know what the Switch 2 is capable of at this point. We're getting some incredible games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'm actually playing right now. So we just gotta see. But here's
to throw another sidetrack into the whole situation. How is that running? And also, did you see that they totally said they're going to commit to getting Rebirth and the third game running on the Switch 2?
Oh yeah, that's part of my other predictions as well. Since
all right, let's go.
We're at number 7, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm lumping 3 games into this prediction: Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Elden Ring, and what was my third? Oh, and Borderlands 4. Will all be in that next Nintendo Direct, and they'll all get release dates.
Yeah, what the? Wait, so I completely forgot that Borderlands 4 was supposed to release on the Switch too, wasn't it? Didn't that get announced? But they fucking delayed it like crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, that is insane. I completely forgot that those guys were even targeting that platform. Yeah, I believe that actually. I think that's totally sane, especially fucking Elden Ring with Duskbloods probably coming out this year. But fuck, man, I actually don't know if Borderlands 4 is ever coming to the Switch 2 at this rate. That game runs horrendously, like so bad, even on the fucking like PC. Like my PC is incredibly high powered. I can run all kinds of stuff at insanely high frame rates. I cannot run Borderlands 4 for shit. I can't make it do anything without like insane levels of AI assistance from DLSS and frame generation. And even then, like, that's just kind of cheating to a certain degree because I'm faking most of my shit. But bro, like that game natively without that tech just doesn't work. So the Switch 2, knowing what it's capable of, it's good. It's a good system. It's better than the fucking Steam Deck is. Like, it's a powerful piece of hardware. I just don't think that you could get Borderlands 4 to run stably on it because I don't know what you can technically get Borderlands to run stably on at all. So I don't know. Unless they've really been chewing on updates in the background and the PC one and the PlayStation and Xbox are about to get hit with like some sweeping optimizations and then they bring it to the Switch 2, like unless that stuff starts to happen or gets announced, like I really don't see that ever making it onto that console.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. It might have had its release date leak. So.
Yeah, if it happens, I'm going to be nervous, dude, because that game does not run well. Like, it's bad. It's very bad.
Oof. All right. Hit us with your next one, number 7.
Yeah, number 7. I'm going to be honest. I've been trying to come up with a number 7 on the spot, and I can't really think of something good. So, oh, you know what? Fucking, I've been waiting for this, so I'm just going to say this as a fan. Pikmin 4 will get a Switch 2 edition announcement or a Switch 2 upgrade.
I think it already did.
Did it really?
I think
Are
so.
you fucking serious? No way. I'm looking this up right now.
They added a photo mode, and I want to say that they did say we get higher resolutions on. I haven't gone back to Pikmin 4 in a while. I probably need to since photo mode got added.
Oh, wait. What the fuck? So Pikmin 4 did not get an official Switch 2 announcement, but strong community speculation suggests one is likely because Pikmin 3 Deluxe got a 4K 60 FPS update for Switch 2. I had no idea that Pikmin 3 got an update. So I could have sworn that Pikmin 4 didn't. It did get like that photo mode and that other stuff that you were talking about, but it's not like a full, like, here's your 4K 60 graphics thing. That's what I want. I want to play Pikmin in like 60 FPS or fucking 120 FPS in handheld mode so bad. That game would look amazing in those frame rates. Like, that game just looks amazing in general. So, like, I'm dying for that to happen.
Pikmin always seems to be kind of like a graphical showcase for Nintendo hardware.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember when Pikmin 3 came to the Wii U, and me and my little brother were looking at it like, damn, why does this look so good?
Dude, the water shaders in Pikmin 4 are unbelievably good for the fucking hardware that it runs on. Super cool looking. Yeah, those guys are crushing it.
Yeah, I need to make some time to go back to Pikmin and at least like play around with photo mode a little bit. I think that'd be really sweet. I just need to do the video, like photo modes in video games. Like, I just need to come out with it. I got that in my brain, and I also got another video about why I play video games in easy mode in my brain. So yeah, I just need to write those scripts.
Worth it, dude. I hope you put the time in this year. You definitely should. Those are both pretty good concepts. I'm down for it.
I'm going to try my best. We'll see what happens next week.
Hell yeah.
My number 8, I have Splatoon Raiders gets a release date for August.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good one. Yeah, that game is going to be weird, dude. The vibes of Splatoon have been all over the place. Like, those guys have just kind of nailed what they've got, you know what I mean?
From the concept, because they haven't talked about it much, but I've heard some stuff under the table about this game. And from the things that I've heard about it, it's going to be, yeah, it's a spinoff from traditional Splatoon, but it's going to be a 4-player co-op action adventure game where you basically just raid with your buddies. That
Cool.
to me sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'm here
in,
for it.
dude. Yeah, the explosion of like 4-person co-op titles over the last like 2 years. Super fucking down with it. Big fan. Like, I like fucking competitive shooters, but you know, sometimes it's fun to just get together with your homies and you have like one objective and we're not all trying to kill each other. We're trying to do something together, you know what I mean? Like, teamwork is cool. So like, put me in some weird situations. I like that idea.
A Monster Hunter like, but it's Splatoon.
Yeah, man, that's sick. I think I can really blame a lot of that on Monster Hunter now that I think about it. Like, fucking getting to play Monster Hunter 3 with like 4 people for the first time was like fucking kind of life-changing. So I'm down, man. Give me more 4-person co-op games.
Hopefully we see that in next month's Direct, if we get the Direct. All right, we're at your number 8.
Number 8.
Give me a crazy one, like something off the wall that nobody would even think of.
They're gonna make a special edition Switch 2 for F-Zero, but F-Zero isn't included, and they don't remaster a single F-Zero game.
Do we get a new game?
No, there's no F-Zero title at all. It's just fully specialized, really sick looking Joy-Cons. You've got the kickstand on the back is actually Captain Falcon's mouth, and you can move it up and down, and the thing is painted like his helmet. But there's no game. There's no game.
I think I know at least 30 people that would pay for an F-Zero special edition Switch. Like, that boy Alex, he'd be first in line for something like that. I can guarantee it. He loves Captain Falcon.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm here for it. I'll take it.
So let me give a real prediction, though, one that's actually crazy, and I know people are still dying for. F-Zero gets a Switch 2 game this year.
Do we have a racer for this year? No, we don't.
No. And the only reason I feel comfortable kind of saying that is because we just revived fucking Kirby Air Riders, and I never thought that GameCube game would get a sequel fucking ever in my entire life. So now is the year for fucking spiritual successors for GameCube games. I think that's doable.
Oh man, that kind of makes me want to like revisit one of my predictions. You know what? Here's my number 9. Since we're going crazy off the wall, we're thinking of new shit. Because I have Platinum Games is going to announce their next game this year.
They probably would.
Yeah, I didn't write down what that game was. It's going to be a Star Fox game.
That would be fucking baller. I actually think those guys would kill. They would totally do so good.
You want to know a secret? They actually worked on Star Fox Zero.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I knew that, actually.
You might have. I think they announced that in a past Nintendo Direct. But I want to say they get another shot at it.
Yeah, I feel like I knew that happened. The funny thing, too, is if you Google Star Fox Zero, I don't know if you know who Scott the Woz is. He's like the first fucking picture when you Google Star Fox Zero for some reason. I don't know why he's like the first thing that comes up, but he's right there downing a bottle of isopropyl alcohol in front of fucking Star Fox Zero's gameplay art. That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Weird. Yeah, I feel like I knew that forever ago. I just totally forgot that happened because it's been so long since Star Fox Zero was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, if they got rid of the gamepad shit, they actually have something there.
Yeah, I think that game would be totally fine as like one of the Wii U ports over to Switch. Like, I think that game would do great. The control schemes is just, once again, like Nintendo loves to do weird shit with their control schemes. Sometimes you get a Wii, sometimes you get a Skyward Sword, sometimes you get a Star Fox Zero, and like you just you gotta try, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you could try those with lesser $20 titles like Drag and Drive. But
it doesn't work. I think they learned their lesson. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's why we're getting the weird shit. That's going to be cheaper. That uses mouse controls where they say just rub it on your legs.
Yeah, they're starting to figure out that maybe the experimental stuff should be low budget, and we can give it a small shot. That's hilarious. I didn't even realize that's what they're kind of doing on there.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy that game. I would have been upset if I spent $20 on that. I got worse things to spend $20 on, I feel like.
Oh, all right. I have a really, really good prediction for my number 10, but I think I need to save that for number 10, and I need to think of something better for number 9.
We're at the 9s.
They're kind of in the same vein, so I'm going to at least say number 9 first. Number 9, I think that in a September Direct of this year, there will be an announcement for a new Paper Mario game.
I can see it.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. I'm down for that. Or do they have any that they could I guess the only one that they would have left to remaster would be Super Paper Mario from the Wii?
Yeah, because the 1,000-Year Door totally kicked out. Dude, speaking of which, I fucking own that game. I still haven't launched it.
Like at all?
At all. It's like in the box, and I haven't touched it. There's just been too much shit to play that I like. Yeah. I'm really bad about starting up single-player campaign type games because I feel the urgency to beat the stuff that I've already started. Otherwise, it just fades into obscurity. So I started up Nier Automata. Awesome fucking video game, by the way. I cannot believe I waited this long to play fucking Nier Automata. Dude, God damn, that game is genius. Yep. It's so genius. But so I started that, and I'm like, I don't feel good starting up another game has a whole RPG level campaign to it unless it's done. So maybe that's got to be the next on the list for me. Maybe I got to sit down and finally play through that thing once Nier is over. Although people keep telling me that Nier actually doesn't end. So doesn't. I'm kind of nervous. Yeah.
It doesn't. You have a number of endings that you can accomplish in that game. I got past 2 of them and I was like, I think I'm gonna watch the rest. I love this game, but I got other things I need to play.
Yeah. I'll probably get to that same point because the combat so far is really hooking me, and the world and the storytelling is really hooking me. And the fact that anytime I go fight a boss, I don't know if it's going to turn into a bullet hell top-down shooter in the next 2 seconds is fucking super fucking cool. Yep. But otherwise, we'll see where it goes.
All right. Well, am I on my number 10?
Yeah, you would be number 10.
Number 10, Luigi's Mansion 4 gets announced and it comes out this October.
That's fucking dope. That's actually a really good one. I can totally see that going down. Yeah, if they announce it in the summer or this in February, that would land. That would definitely be it.
Yeah, I think I don't know if that one gets announced next in the February Direct. I think that one gets saved for the summer Direct. Because they always like to do that further out announcement in the February Direct and then come back in the summer and announce something that's coming out really soon. I could see that one getting pushed to being announced in February or in June or whatever.
Yeah, I could totally see that as that being and we have one more thing before we go, and then it's fucking Luigi's Mansion 4. Oh man, dude, can you imagine the graphical capability that game would have?
It's gonna look
Luigi's
sick.
Mansion 3, that was so impressive on just a Switch. Put that same level of stuff on the Switch too, that's nuts. That's gonna look incredible.
I also think we get a 4K update for Luigi's Mansion 3 right around that time that they're about to announce the 4th game.
Yeah, they totally could. They could totally push for a 4K 60 update, and that game would look ridiculous.
Yeah, I fucking love that game. Like, that's my favorite Luigi's Mansion out of all three of them. I think two got to the point where I'm like, I'm ready to be done with this. Three, for me, was like, I want more of this. Like, can I have more? So I did some of the multiplayer stuff after that DLC came out. But yeah, I'm ready for a fourth game.
Yeah, it's time. It's time to push it out. This would be the moment to do it. It's either that or next year. I can't imagine they would wait too long on that one, considering how much praise that the third game got.
If that's next year, I do believe 3D Mario's this year.
Yeah.
I don't think
I really hope
both
that
of those in the
3D Mario's
calendar.
here. No, probably not. They would definitely focus. All right, you ready for my big number 10?
I'm ready. Hit me.
So there will be a direct in September of this year. And the one more thing is that a Smash Bros. Game will get teased and Sakurai's involvement will not be there.
Oh. Oh. I'm with you up until the point where you say Sakurai won't be involved.
Yeah, he hasn't been part of the development. I don't think he will. I think that if they do it, he was working on Kirby Air Riders the whole time. He was not involved in the Smash Bros. Game other than like kind of a consulting kind of thing. He was not like leading devs. He wasn't on site helping out with animation timings. He was making Kirby Air Riders, and I called him every now and then, like, what do you think about this? And he was like, that's good, but maybe you should do this. And maybe they listened to him. Maybe they didn't. But he was not directly involved with the title.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm with you. I think you're cooking with fire once again. And it's just this part of Sakurai just not being involved to not being heavily involved is really...
Yeah,
oh, man.
as a fan,
that's mind
that makes
fucking
me so nervous. Yeah.
Yeah. But I agree with you. I do think that game's going to get an announcement this year. When it comes out, probably sometime next year. But I think he was working on that and Kirby at the same time, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Yeah, low key. I could see it happening because of the fucking, like, I actually think that guy's never gonna not make Smash Bros. Until he, like, officially retires from the games industry. Because when they walked up to him about Brawl and they were like, hey man, if you don't want to make this, we're gonna do it without you anyways. And he went, okay, I'm there. Like, he has the ego. Like, he has to fucking top himself. This is his baby. He genuinely doesn't want anyone else to touch it, even if like the work is like destroying him. Like, he has to be involved. So I think we don't ever get a Smash Bros. Game without this guy until he like legit is like, career's over. Like, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna have like 5 years to myself, and I'm gonna pass away peacefully. And like, he will do it till the day he dies because he loves the craft like that much that he can't stop. Like, I genuinely think he's one of those people.
Now, I kind of want you to expand on this a little bit. What do you think is that character, that big character that we see in the Smash trailer that they go for? Who do you think it is?
Oh, that's actually that's a really fucking hard one because of the roster that he stopped with in Ultimate was genuinely like impressive. Like, what the fuck? So, like, he's super big on representing Japanese culture in the showcase, right? So, like, who has he not brought in that deserves placement there? Like, the only one that I can kind of think of is fucking Leon Kennedy.
Oh,
just because I have Resident Evil on the brain. I think he would be involved somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Leon's... You gotta be, another rep in the game.
Yeah, I think, you know what? Actually, I think that could be the big character that shows up because Requiem is coming to Switch too, and that's going to be huge for that thing. So, like, if we get a gruff Leon Kennedy showing up in Smash Bros, I think that's possible.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot. I think I've had this thought in my head about Smash and where they go and who that massive third-party character could be when they announce the next game. And the direction I was going. I think Leon's in the game. I don't know if he's that character for the trailer. I think that would definitely get a pop, but I think they go for something that would destroy half of the planet when we get this pop off for this game. And
what are you thinking?
There's only one pick. It's fucking Goku.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, we've been having these kind of conversations for a minute. Yeah, man, that would be legendary. I'd be so fucking hyped to see Goku finally make it into Smash Bros. I know that a good chunk of the internet would lose their minds over that too. That would fit pretty well.
We wouldn't have internet access for at least 3 hours after that announcement.
All social media websites would be crashed and flooded with "We wanted Goku and Smash and you delivered." Yep. All hail Sakurai.
Switch 2 fucking would be sold out again. Nintendo stock prices have now jumped 120%.
Yeah, that one would be fucking super cool to see. That would be such a mashup of my childhood, because like way back when I was watching Dragon Ball all the time was like Melee and Smash 64. And like I remember thinking like how cool it would be if I could like do like a Kamehameha versus a supercharged shot cancel out from Samus and see that play out in real time on my video game screen. But like those two, they were like adjacent worlds that like never actually collided, you know what I mean? And like getting Goku in Smash would be finally putting things where they need to be.
There was that report from Mario and Sonic development that they wanted Goku to be in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Like, what a world. I want to live in that world where that happened. That would be wild.
Yeah, that'd be pretty goofy. Like, that would feel kind of out of left field to have the Mario and Sonic plus Goku on a Nimbus running through fucking, like, the Olympic Games. It's pretty funny.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm hopeful that you're right about this Smash announcement, that it's going to be the one more thing in September.
I'd hope so. Yeah, I realistically, if I were to like really reel back the like holy shit prediction aspect of it, I think it's probably not going to get announced until sometime next year. And then even then, I don't think the game is going to release until like the beginning of the 4th year of Switch 2. If Sakurai is genuinely involved, because the man just spent like the past couple of years going real hard on redoing a project that he did years ago and giving it all the genuine effort and time that it would take to make what it was. So like this man's a fucking perfectionist. He loves the craft. He loves the game. He's going to do it right. There's no way he's getting a Smash Bros out in like under a year and a half, especially when it needs to top Ultimate somehow with like some new shakeup to the whole formula. So I would like realistically, I don't think it's going to happen for like a while if he's involved. The only way that it can get announced at the end of next year is if he's not part of it.
Yeah. Then they're like rebooting it a little bit.
Yeah, and it's like some Bandai Namco studio is like totally involved. That's why they bought those guys out. And they've been doing the whole thing from their end. But if he is involved, the timeline extends by a good chunk. And I don't think you can make Smash Bros without him, because he'll just go break the door down and start coding without your consent. Like he'll just start making shit, whether you hired him or not.
Yep. He's just looking at how characters are being done and just changing it up as they go.
Yeah, everyone will leave to go home for the day, and then they'll come back from the weekend and he'll have redone the fundamentals of the animation design. And like, we're going this direction. Yeah. Like he's just that kind of guy.
Yeah, I think that team that's working on, because I mean, the same team that worked on Air Riders worked on Ultimate as well. So I think they just are going to just be transitioning. I'm curious to find out when Air Riders actually finished compared to when it came out, versus when, the next Smash could come out. Because who fucking knows? They could announce the next Smash Bros. Next month.
He he did gaslight the entire internet into thinking that he was working on that YouTube channel when it turns out he filmed everything within the span of a couple of like months and then just released it slowly over the span of a few years. So like this man is just doing whatever he wants and he's playing with the public's perception every step of the way sometimes. So he's very aware.
Yeah. Well, heck yeah, man. Those were some awesome predictions.
Yeah, it was fun.
We'll have to come back to this at the end of the year and see what we got right, what we got wrong, and where we're going to be at going into 2027. Before we get out of here, you got any Switch 2 games that you are, playing right now and that you're on the lookout for?
Pretty much just Donkey Kong Bonanza and Kirby Air Riders, because once I beat Metroid Prime 4, like that game, we had our deal about it. I needed to go see what all the hubbub was about when it comes to Bonanza, because so many people have come up to me and said like, this should have been the console seller opening game, but Nintendo just did not market the game that way. And like after playing just like the first 6 hours, like Odyssey's team is all over it, and it makes me smile every time I turn that on and just go like, oh yeah, that was a choice by these guys, that was a choice by these guys, I see why they did this because it was like this. And it's like, it's so fucking cool, dude. Like the design of that game is like, it's genius. It only could have been done by that group of people. It's like that moment in time when like technology kind of catches up perfectly with design. And that's what Donkey Kong Bonanza is. And fucking man, they're nailing it. So yeah, it's that one. That is the game I'm playing through now. That's the game I'm probably going to love throughout the rest of this game's lifespan until February when they start to announce some crazier stuff.
When we get, Monolith's Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah, whatever the hell that thing is.
Exactly.
What is it?
Willing it into existence. I do believe no matter what Monolith decides to announce, that they are announcing their next game next month. I think that is a foregone conclusion based off of what people are talking about online currently.
So I got a perfect question for you. I think I might have asked you this previously, but I don't remember. So knowing how massive of a fan of Xenoblade you are, what do you want to see more? Do you want to see a Xenoblade 4 show up, or do you want to see that Zelda game show up?
I think I want to see them do something new first. I want to see what they can do with the Legend of Zelda series, because we've kind of like gotten glimpses of that because they've really helped out on like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. I'm good on Xenoblade for a while. I love that franchise, and I would be thrilled to see Xenoblade Chronicles 4. But the way that they closed out with 3 and Future Redeemed does leave the door open for more. But also, I'm not hungry for it yet. I'm not, at that point where I'm like, I gotta have another one of these right now. So I'm really curious to see how they, take their next game and what they're gonna do with it. If it's gonna be a Legend of Zelda game, what does that really look like? Because the brain can only wonder from what they've done with the Xenoblade franchise and what they can do with Legend of Zelda and how the storytelling's gonna play out. So I think for me, something new or something from the Legend of Zelda is the big things that I want from them.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, after spending like so long with one franchise and one set of tools, you're always really curious what a studio could do. Like if they focused on something else for a little while. Because like that was kind of how I felt once The Witcher 3 wrapped up. I was like, all right, like I've been here for a long time and this is like the one thing you guys have been doing. Now show me what else you can do. Let's go see what Cyberpunk is. Can you really expand your guys' skill set to hit some stuff I haven't seen you do before? Turns out the answer is yes, not initially, because we all know what happened to Cyberpunk when it first came out. Speaking to the audience for the most part here, but yeah, it was cool to watch what happens when a studio takes their skills and applies it other places. So it would be pretty fucking sweet to see them tackle a Zelda game, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah, and we know like Aonuma's gonna like be still the head, lead on whatever he has in his crazy brain. because that guy just comes up with an idea and that idea expands into 10 other things, and then development gets dragged out for 20 plus years or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited and very curious to see this direction that they can go and how they can use all of their knowledge about open-ended games, because the only Xenoblade that was open world was X. And it feels, when you play X compared to the mainline games, X feels more experimental, where it feels like we have ideas, because it doesn't really storytell the way that 1 through 3 does. But the things that you can do with the mechs and the combat and just like the upgrade systems and the world itself, crazy. One of the best open world games that I think somebody could play. But the storytelling is what I'm going to be very curious about. And then, of course, the combat system. Like, are they going to go more of an RPG route? That's kind of like Expedition 33. Is it going to be still action-based? Man, there's so many possibilities.
Yeah, I can kind of imagine Zelda going like action RPG in terms of like turn-based Expedition 33 style.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also don't want Zelda to do that, because I know other games do that really good, and not everybody plays like Zelda these days. Like the item management portion of Zelda and your item inventory being like major components to how the game gets played, and like assigning them to different buttons and doing that, like that side of Zelda is kind of dead at this point. And like nobody does anything that's like that anymore. And now if you're going to do a game that is going to be like Zelda's combat system, you're just going to make it a Souls-like, because Zelda and Z targeting like pretty much invented that shit. So it's kind of like hard to go anywhere else.
Yeah, man, Ocarina of Time does kind of feel like the original Souls-like, if we're being completely honest.
It is, because they invented Z targeting. So like they just did it first, and then they like fucking Souls games came along and they were like, what if we did 4 buttons and every single one was for a different thing, and some light, some heavy, some are just your shield, some are items. But what if we did this, and then the rest of the game is bullshit, so you never really want to play it.
And then everybody still has a parry.
Love that shit. Yeah, they still love the Dark Souls for it. So yeah, Zelda did it first, but Dark Souls technically did the combat better. I'll give them that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I still prefer Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom combat to Dark Souls fucking combat, I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, if you don't want to rage, then that's a good way to do it. I do really, really love Sekiro's combat, though. Like the parry mechanic system, it is really lenient compared to the other games. But when you start to realize that a lot of the gameplay is like and like getting the fucking back and forth on the swing to parry patterns, it just feels so good when you nail it.
I agree with that. Sekiro did have, out of all the Souls games that I've been able to play up until this point, I want to say Sekiro probably was my like favorite, just because of the combat, and it was a little bit more forgiving than Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I haven't really played much of Elden Ring, so I can't really like speak to that one yet. But I played Dark Souls and I played Demon Souls. Did not get very far in Demon Souls at all, because I played the PS3 version, and at the time I was just not geared up for some shit like that. But nowadays, like, I'll take a Souls game. Dust Bloods is still on my radar. I want to know more about it.
Probably gonna come out this year. I'd be surprised if it didn't.
I think we'll get some information. I want to say they'll probably get Elden Ring out first, which I feel like Elden Ring they'll probably just dump on us here pretty soon.
Definitely time. So you have any closing remarks before we get out of here?
No closing remarks. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So far, so good on the Switch too. I'm having a blast playing it. It's a beautiful fucking game. I will just say that.
Yeah. Like, when those sparks start flying, dude, and you like get some of those perfect combos and parries down, or you do like I can't remember what it is, the main like attack from Cloud, where you like just jump up into the air and you like slam your sword down on top of something. Always
Oh.
looks amazing.
His limit break.
No, not the limit break. It's like your first special that you unlock. I can't remember. It's like Braver or something.
I
think it is Braver.
I might be getting close to that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to Kiwami 3 here pretty soon as well. There's a lot of games coming out here pretty soon, and not enough time.
Always. Yeah,
Yep.
too many games.
All right. Well, this has been Press A. Remember to press A on all your controllers, or if you have a PlayStation controller, I guess press the equivalent of what press A would be and press circle, maybe. Until next time, folks, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.